Imagine a world where superpowers are just normal. Flight, magic, super strength, you name it. In T's world, 6 boys grew up as the ultimate super team. William the Mosul, Bryce, the mean raider, Omar, who moved at the speed of light, Paul, the shapeshifter, who could copy any power, Zane, the master of magic, and Eric, who everyone thought had no powers at all. They were inseparable, a true band of brothers, teasing, supporting, and sticking together long after college. But one day, everything shattered. It started when Paul met his soulmate. She seemed perfect. But then, Eric had a glimpse of the future, showing her breaking into Paula's security vault. That very night, he saw it happening for real. He rushed to warn the others, but they didn't believe him. They called him jealous. Paul, blinded by love, sided with his girlfriend, who cried and accused Eric of trying to ruin their happiness. The others joined in, mocking Eric and pushing him away. The deepest cut was Omar's silence. Heartbroken, Eric left. As he walked away, Paul's soulmate smirked, revealing her manipulation was a success. 6 years went by. The friends scattered, building new lives. William became a powerful businessman, Bryce a top sports manager, Zane a respected doctor, and Omar a brilliant engineer. Paul was still with his partner, but he was miserable. Eric. He became a successful writer. The distance between them felt permanent, until a desperate call came. Paul was in serious trouble. The group decided they had to see him, and reluctantly, they reached out to Eric. He agreed to come. They all met at Paul's stunning cliffside home. The tension was thick. Paul dodged every question about what was wrong, until they found him at the edge of the cliff, about to do something terrible. They pulled him back just in time. Broken, Paul finally confessed. His partner had left him, taking half his savings. Eric had been right all along. The truth was out, but the betrayal still stung. Under pressure, Eric revealed his real power. He had always been able to see the future with perfect accuracy. Bryce then discovered that Eric had even invented technology to block his mind reading, a secret he'd kept for years. Before they could process this, police cars swarmed the property. The officers slapped power dampening cuffs on them, but there was a mistake in the warrant. It listed 5 suspects, not 6. In the confusion, Omar, who was just outside the dampener's range, barely escaped. At the same time, Eric simply vanished. Omar found him in the nearby forest, furious that he had disappeared again. But Eric reminded him of the painful betrayal that drove him away in the first place. He wasn't abandoning them. He was one step ahead. He gave Omar a single clue: Factory 88. Omar raced to the location, an old abandoned building, but it wasn't abandoned. It was glowing with strange energy. Inside, he found a horrifying scene. The other 4 friends were trapped in a cage, suspended over a vat of molten energy, and controlling it all was Paul's ex-girlfriend, now wielding advanced tech and terrifying lava-based powers. Omar attacked, creating wind funnels and dodging energy blasts, but she was too strong and struck him in the leg. Just as all hope seemed lost, Eric arrived. He was wearing a specialized suit he'd designed and funded with the money from his books and inventions. He had seen this entire fight in a vision. With a flick of his wrist, he shattered the power dampeners, freeing his friends. The 6 of them fought together again, a whirlwind of powers against a common enemy. The villain blasted Eric back, but the raw emotion of seeing his friend hurt ignited something in Paul. He transformed, his body glowing with a green, lantern-like energy fueled by pure willpower. As she reeled from Paul's counterattack, Eric deployed his final invention, a containment orb that trapped her permanently. The immediate threat was gone, but they were still wanted criminals. That's where Zane stepped in. Using a combination of magic and code, he hacked the police servers and uncovered the fabricated evidence. Omar delivered the proof in seconds, and all their names were cleared. For the first time in 6 long years, the 6 of them were together, laughing and joking like old times. Paul apologized to Eric, finally admitting how wrong he'd been. Omar and Eric talked through the years of hurt, and the bonds of their brotherhood began to heal. They had been torn apart by lies, but they reunited stronger. They joined a new global organization, and the world came to know them as the Legion 6 heroes who learned that true strength isn't just about powers, but about forgiveness, trust, and fighting for each other. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.